Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let me fix the microphone. There we go. Hopefully it's working. Um, I'm just coming on to give you a bit of an update before we go into court today. So still got a bit of time. What is it now? It's 9:21. I have to start getting ready at about 9:30 and get out there. Um, I thought I'd give you the rundown of what we're going to do today because it's sort of different to the other days, and it's the last one of the week. That's it. Week one in the books. In about what is it? About 4.5 hours time. That'll be it. We're done. Week one is finished, and we get to all go to the weekend. We all get to finish up for the week and get back to. Well, I'm heading back to Melbourne tomorrow, so I'm going to be back in Melbourne for about 24 hours, and then I'm going to be back out here Monday, Sunday. So we're going to be back out into Morwell on Sunday. So it's a quick trip back into Melbourne. I've got some stuff I got to take care of, and then I'll be back up here for trial on Monday. What can you expect today? Well, we finished yesterday with that cross-examination from Colin Mandy SC. That is going to continue this morning. So when court opens up this morning at around 10:30, give or take, sometimes it's a little bit later. Sometimes, there's various things that happen that delay sort of getting back to what happened yesterday. So we'll see. They expect that to go for a period of time, and we'll see what happens because it's a short day. It'll just depend. It'll depend on what questions and how long, and if there's any issues. It'll just you never know with court. Things always things change, things happen. You never really know. So that's the plan right now. Colin Mandy SC will continue that cross-examination of Simon Patterson as soon as we open up this morning. And yeah, it's a short day. They said roughly with the breaks and all that, it's probably going to be about 2.5 hours today, where normally we do about 5 hours. So on a normal court day, it's about 5 hours, maybe a little bit less, depending, because you get a couple of like small breaks, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and then you get a large break for lunch. So it's, what do you get? You get like roughly like an hour and 20 minutes out of the day is split up into breaks, maybe an hour and 30 depending on what you get. I've like the opening statement day, it was slightly different. The second day, it was slightly different. It just depends where they want to stop, and then they got to sort of they try and find like a natural stopping point instead of just like cutting testimony in half. They try and find like a point that's like convenient. So it'll depend a lot on that, depending on what time we get out today. I have no idea. I suspect it's probably going to be sometime between 1 and 1:30. It'll probably be something like that. I suspect that whatever witness stuff happens today, they'll want to at least get to that natural stopping point. So they'll get to a point and then they'll be like, hey, I think this is a good time to just, finish up for the day. And Fridays are just an early day. They have their own housekeeping and stuff that I guess they take care of on a Friday afternoon, because it's the end of the work week. For most of the week you're in court. So even when we weren't around, I'm sure they were doing stuff Monday, Tuesday, all those days. So it's a long week for the legal teams. They got these long weeks. They don't get a lot of time off. They got things to sort out with the trial, and just different technicalities and stuff like that. So they need some time. Same with the judge, Justice Beale. They need time to do different things to do with the trial that not anything to do with us. So, hey Laura T, how are you? Laura T says, love this full camera. You seem so much more relaxed. Yeah, we're gonna open up an OnlyFans. Did you not know this? Apparently, that's what we decided last night. We are not doing that. Never. No. I've had 2 emails from people, and they're like, Open up an OnlyFans. No, not a freaking chance in the world. I'm sure that would go a long way in helping my credibility if I opened up an OnlyFans. I'm sure that would garner me a lot of respect. That's not that I have much right now. I don't think that would make it any better. Why are you up in your room? Because it's not court. Court's ages away. It's only 9:20. We've got time. I'm in Morwell, so court's just this way, somewhere this way. It's in town somewhere. Yeah. Laura T said I saw on the replay. Yeah, we're not opening an OnlyFans. I promise. Gail says, I mean, why are you up? What? It's like 9 a.m. in the morning. We gotta go to court. What do you mean? I've been waking up at like 5 a.m. all week because we've got to get up and. Did you say why aren't you up or why are you up? I meant why are you up and not. Oh, it's still a court day. We've still got stuff to do today. Got notes to take. Got editing to do. So it's still a work day. It won't be a relaxing day today. No relaxing day today. I promise. Oh, it was really quiet. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, not today. Today is not a day off. It's a half day, but it's not a day off. So, Carolina said, "I'm still laughing about your new hairstyle from the first night." Yeah, let's wear that to court today. The full forward look. Let's do that. I'm sure they'll love it. I'm sure that'll be a hit. Gail says, "This is your first bit of me time." Well, I'm staying tonight, so I'm not leaving Morwell until tomorrow. So I've got some time off overnight and into we check out tomorrow morning, but I've got some time to do, whatever, before we check out on Saturday. So it's fine. Like I'm okay. I was just exhausted last night, like really, really exhausted. It's been a whirlwind of a week. It's been it's just been busy, really busy. Had a lot of phone calls and talking to other people and different things to get done, and it's work, man. It's work. The comb over. Yeah. So I just wanted to give you that update about what was going to happen today at the trial, and my thinking is I think I can get back pretty quick, and I think I can edit out my notes in about an hour. Because it's not that much, it's not a lot of work today because it's only 2.5 hours of testimony that we should have to be able to edit out. Hopefully it's not as difficult as the one from yesterday. Hopefully it's not as touchy. Gayla says, what, were you exhausted? No, it doesn't. Gayla says, when you're exhausted, it turns into a ping only fan. No, it doesn't. I'm not doing that. Rachel said, are you staying at the same hotel next week? I don't know. Maybe. The only thing I would say about this one is it's quite nice. I've enjoyed my time here, but it's a pain in the butt to get into town. I don't have my car. My car is in Melbourne. So I don't have my car, although it will be back here tonight, but I don't have it on me, so I can't drive. I probably should have hired a car. I think if I do this again, it's a lot of money for like no reason. It's like you'd have to pay for the week. Like it'd be like about $1,000 with the insurance. And I was like, an extra grand after spending all this money. I was like, oh, I could walk. I got legs. They work sometimes. I could just walk. It's not like super far. It's just not like super convenient either. That's on the DL. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. I promise. Let me just check my phone. Any updates come through? Sometimes we get updates around this time. haven't heard anything yet, so that's good news. That's good news. That means we're not getting delayed. There's no cancellations or anything, or life-changing events of some sort. Like, so that's good news. We're not, yeah, nothing like that's happening today. Yeah, I expect today's going to be pretty quiet. We'll be able to get out around between 1 and 1:30 ish, and then get back to the hotel, edit out the notes, and get a live show done. And then I'm going to go do some personal time stuff for the rest of the time I have here. So there probably most likely will not be a late show like last night. There will be no like 3-hour midnight show tonight. Maybe we'll see. Maybe Mrs. Ping wants that. Rachel says, just hope you could be closer to the courthouse. There is one. I'll check out what the availability is like next week, but that particular one is where all the mainstream media is staying. I'm not going to say which one it is. I don't think that needs to be public. But there's a certain hotel where all the media are at. So I don't know. I'll see what their availability is like. This week was chockers. This particular week was like sold out. There was like no room anywhere. But apparently there was also a convention on in town, some sort of Rotary Club convention. So there was two different things going on at the same time. Gayla says, that was an afternoon show for me. You went shopping into McDonald's. Oh, okay. You'll have to send me photos of the trip that we went on that I was unaware of. Marlene says, then there is the hotel jail. Hotel jail. Oh yeah, no. Oh my God, no. We're not staying there. We're not going to stay at that place. No. Very convenient. You can just walk to court in the morning. It'll take you 1 minute, less than 1 minute, 30 seconds. You could probably just walk into the courthouse. It's literally like just a fence dividing it between the motel and the court. It's just like one fence. I haven't actually gone and checked it out. I might do that if I get some time today. I might go a little further than the courthouse and go check it out. But yeah, no, we're not doing that. Edget says, you're looking much more chipper today. I think I was so burnt out. I just drained. Like my mental energy was gone. It takes a lot of just mental energy to keep up with it, especially when you're in a court like all day. Because so the way it works, it's interesting. I'll give you an anecdote very quickly. I have to go. I'll probably just do another 5 minutes or so. I looked at my hand like there's a watch. There is no watch. I'll give you an anecdote. I've seen people online, even me, like yesterday we did a little bit of like what the media are saying kind of thing. It's interesting when you do that, especially with a live trial. If you read from a media article and you like change it at all or add your a little bit to it or whatever, it becomes like third-hand information, because the first bit is the witness talking or the prosecution or whoever's the person asking questions, and you take those details down. So that's your job when you're doing the court. If you're doing the media stuff for the court, and then you read the article and then you read about it on your YouTube or whatever. It's like third-hand information by that point. You're so far removed from the actual source of the information. So it's a weird mental concept to think about. Earthkeeper, hey, how are you? I heard that. Yeah. So courts are half day today. I've known that all week. It's been known to the media all week. All week we knew. I just didn't want to advertise it. I wasn't sure if we were allowed to talk about it until it was presented in court, which it was yesterday. So I saw other media talking about it, so I was like, okay, we can talk about it. So yeah, court on a Friday is is a short day. And you guys do that in America too. In America, court on a Friday is either no court or it's a half day. So you guys do the same thing in America too. Not a whole lot of difference. So yeah, it'll be a short day today. I heard a lot of the media are packing up and heading out, getting back to Melbourne. I'm sure they're going to do like 150 back to Melbourne. They probably got like things to file and other stories to go to and beers to drink. I'm sure they're looking forward to a nice cold beer. I guarantee it. It's been a long week, and I don't know who will be out here next week. It'll be interesting. I might have a different angle for you on Monday. I have to speak to a couple of people. I can't tell you anything about that process, unfortunately, but I'm just telling you that we might look at a different angle next week. We'll see. Heads of court. Yeah. So yeah, court's going to get underway. What times? I have to keep an eye on it because I have to go get a shower and get dressed quickly. 9:36. I think we're going to be okay. Every time I get there early, like the court doesn't start till like it does open at 10:30, but you know there's stuff that they do and things that can't be reported and things like that. Like the actual stuff that we write down and report. A lot of it never gets started till about 11:10 or something. So even if I'm like 10 minutes late, I don't think it's going to matter. Insightful one. Hey, my friend, how are you? Good to see you. I find it interesting that everyone thinks I'm so much better this morning. I got like an hour's sleep last night. And so I'm not like 8 hours deep after sleep or something like that. I only got about an hour last night. I actually haven't slept all that well here. I don't know why. I'm one of these people that never sleeps well in hotels. Even when we went to Tasmania, I didn't sleep. I just couldn't get to sleep properly. I guess it's just not being in your own bed. Gaila says, welcome to my world. Yes. Hey, Sherry, how are you? If you could get a journalist to ask how they prepare for being away from home and their families, you need a body pillow. What's a body pillow? I don't know what that is. Sherry Runs Late says, would be cool if you could get a journalist. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do anything for me. I think even if I asked them, that I would probably just get a no. So I don't think that will happen. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe at the end of trial. Maybe when they see that I've been there almost every day, then I can ask a question like that. Carolina says, is that guy next door still being loud? No, but he was really mad this morning. I went out for a vape very early, and I caught him out there. He was smoking a cigar, and I was like, "Hey, buddy," and he just went, and I was like, shit." We kept him up with the talking. I think we kept him up last night. Gayla says, instead of Mrs. P, it's a full-length pillow. I don't know if I think Mrs. P might be shorter than a full-length pillow. She's tiny. She's like 5 foot. 5 foot. I don't know. She's really short. I'm not sure how short. 5'3", 5'4", something like that. She's pretty little. And then you have me, who I think I probably should have been about 6'4", but smoking in my teenage years probably made me just over 6 foot. Sherry Runs Late said, once they get to know how funny and personable you are, they'll open up. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm still just a little wary of everyone. Anne, hey Anne, how are you? I love hotels. I mean, I can leave. I can take them or leave them. I'm not a person who's like, oh, I can't wait to travel so I can stay in a hotel. Like, I'm just like, I like my house. I like where I live. Hey, Jonelle, how are you? 5'2.5". She's something like that. I have no idea. You guys can ask her tonight. Sherry Runs Late said, I'm only 5'3" and 112 pounds, a tad bigger than a body pillow. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You'd have to ask us tonight. Edget says, I appreciate the work you're doing and keeping us informed. Yeah, I hope everyone understands. I just like do the Aaron Patterson trial stuff and then I cut it and then we just sort of have other streams. I hope that like, because I just want to keep that information in those videos. So if you ever have to go back and find it, we can find it. It's not going to be like, oh, Ping talked about all this other bullshit and now it's like in some sort of muddle somewhere and you can't find it. So just kind of want to keep those daily updates as their own thing, and then we can always start a new live stream and I don't know, talk about OnlyFans again. Sherry, bring some of your Girl Scout cookies for next week for an after trip pick me up. I might be able to buy some credit with the other journalists if I bring Girl Scout cookies. I mean, I'll be like, hey, they're imported. You know, you ain't gonna get these anywhere on the streets in Morwell. No, I don't know. I mean, sugar is in short supply in the courthouse. I tell you, it's in short supply. I don't think there's any vending machines or like that's what I was looking for. I was like, oh, I need something with caffeine, and I went looking. I was like, is there a vending machine in the courthouse? Like, I didn't see one, so I had to go to a shop outside. Joe Neal says we need deets. No, I can't tell you anything about what happens in the room. I feel like it's sort of like a what happens in there stays in there type of thing. I feel like it's like a sanctity, like a sanctuary. Like you just do your work. You don't. Everyone is entitled to like their privacy, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah, I'll never comment on what happens in that room ever. You'll never get me to say anything about what happens in there. Or I'll tell you what I do in there, but I won't tell you anything else. I think that is the minimum everyone could expect, to have their privacy kept, and I think that's fair. Yeah. Anne says, modern looking courthouse from the coverage. It's newer. It's new. It's a newer courthouse. I'm not sure when it was built, but inside it's very nice. It's very modern. It's got like a lot of glass and stainless steel. Unfortunately, I cannot film in the courthouse, so I can't like do any live streaming or anything like that. You're not allowed to. There's no recording past a certain point. Once you get through security, you can't record. So sound is great for you. Hey, Shebe, how are you? Shebe says it remains private except for haunted hair. I swear, all the girls, they look so good every day. Like I was like, do they have a makeup artist and a hairdresser here? Like, how do they look so amazing every day? All of them, they all look like they just walked out of a salon. They all look beautiful every day, all of them. Ping, how have you what? Have you had to sneeze or cough in court? I'm not in the courthouse. I'm not in the courtroom. The courtroom in Morwell is really small, like really small. It's tiny. It's literally like the judge's bench, the defense and prosecution tables, and about 3 rows of chairs, and that's about it. That's nothing else. It's like 3 rows of chairs or whatever, and the jury, and that's it. Like I think someone told me there's only like 30 seats in the actual courtroom, and 6 of them are for journalists. So if you take 6 away from 30, you end up with 24 seats. Then you got to have like witnesses and maybe family members or whatever. There's not many seats in that actual courtroom. So I'm in a different area. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to say anything else about where I am. Juicy Doodle says, tiny courtroom, wear mask. I don't know. No, I'm not in the courtroom. I'm in a much bigger room somewhere. Let's see. Anne says, sorry if I missed this, but how early are you arriving to get in? It's been okay, actually. I think today is going to be really quiet. I don't expect I mean, there will be media there. There'll be media there every day. even yesterday was pretty quiet compared to opening statements. There was about probably half the amount of media that was there on the first day. And because today is a half day, I suspect that it's going to be pretty quiet. I just don't think, I don't know. I just have some weird feeling it's going to be like just not quite as many people as the other days. I think when you have a full court day there, it's just a lot more busy. Sherry says, off topic, but Laurie Daybell gets to know about the jurors that misspoke about knowing about her being a felon. What? Laurie Valley gets to know about the juror. Oh, okay. That guy that said, he said something like, oh, I heard it on the radio or whatever. I mean, okay, we'll see what happens. There's a long legal process to go through for Laurie Vallow if she wants to take this as an appeal or something to look over with the court, some sort of process. It'll have to be approached by her trial judge. So she'll have to go to the trial judge, explain why they need some sort of like sitting to try and like figure all this out, and then they'll make a decision from there. I don't know if they have. I haven't been following it. I'm literally like locked out of every other case right now. Sharon Zate said, ping, watched the hidden trial notice interview and the jurors had misspoke. How he actually was. I don't have time right now to watch any other channels. I barely am keeping up with everything I have to do here. I will when I get home. Gayla says, he said, yeah, he said something weird. I'm not sure. It is sort of like the cardinal rule of trials and juries and things like that, that a lot of like what they call like previous allegations or previous convictions and stuff like that, they're supposed to stay out of it unless it's been given like some sort of allowance. Normally you're supposed to just deal with what's in front of you, and what's in front of you is the charges that you're going to deal with, right? So whatever you're in court for. A lot of times you're not supposed to know about any other convictions or allegations, that stuff like that, unless it's entered into evidence or a witness says it or something like that. Yeah. And like it's been cleared for that to happen. Sharebear says, I don't often get to join in, but ping, see you in full view. Yeah, we've done a few of these now. I think everyone wants me to go back home and do it like this. Sharon Zate said, a ton of mishaps while being interviewed. Even Lauren was left sputtering. Wait, Lauren from Lauren True Crime interviewed the juror? Okay. I'll check it out when I get home. Marjorie says the Vallow juror insinuated that he knew about her. Yeah. I saw all this the other day. I saw all this on Trisha's show the other day. I have seen it. Gayla says, you do it however you feel comfortable. Right. I'm gonna wear a robot mask like Daft Punk for the rest of my channel's life. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna make some very like French art house movie about how the robots part ways and self-destruct. No, sorry, that actually was Daft Punk. Sorry. But maybe I will wear a Daft Punk mask. Maybe. Sherry Ronzate said much more in the interview. I'll have a look. No clown mask. All right. It's about 10 to 9. I got to get ready and I got to get done. I will see you after court today for the final update for this week. It'll be the final one for the first week of the Erin Patterson trial. It'll be in the books. Week 1 done. 5 more weeks to go. 5 more weeks. We'll get there. It'll go fast. It will. This week has gone like that. It's gone really quick. It was like one day we were heading out and the next day it's done. It's gone very, very fast. I'll take a couple more comments and I got to go. Anne says, I had a terrible acne in high school, and when masks became socially acceptable, I was a bit jealous. I could see that. Get your makeup on. Don't tell people that I wear foundation every day. Like, I mean, why would you do that to me? Earthkeeper said this week flew. It's gone really quick, but there's so much more content to come. We've been like screenboarding stuff all week and storyboarding. There's a lot of stuff to that'll come out, like, you know, after the trial, and different ideas and things like this. There's a lot to work with here eventually. All right, before you go, how is Mrs. Ping? I don't know what you want me to tell you. I think she's just over it. I think she wants to hurry up and have her surgery, and the doctors are just like screwing around. One doctor's like, yeah, you can have surgery in 3 months. And the other doctors are like, well, we have to have a meeting, and we have to have another meeting. And then when we have a third meeting, we'll then come and have a meeting with you. And then we'll tell you what the plan is, and we'll see if we can get a surgery date. So it's just ridiculous. I feel like I don't know, she's going to get sicker. Sharon says, I miss your hilarious commentary on web sleuths. Well, sometimes, guys, you have to progress in your careers and stuff. And this is me moving on from that type of thing. This is me. Not that I won't ever not do it again, but it's just sort of the next step. So, all right, guys. All right. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I got to go get to court this morning. I'm probably going to be about 10 minutes late. Everyone's going to love me. All right. I'll see you after court. I'll see you after court today. Sometime around 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. It's going to be late, probably about 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Eastern, something like that. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye for the last time? No. The one this afternoon will be for the last time this week. We're coming back next week. So, all right. Love you all. See you later. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I do this before we go? Oh, I feel bad. Aren't I a bad person? Rachel sent in a super sticker. Rachel, I really appreciate that. The support has been like overwhelming. It really has. And I really do appreciate it. Everyone's been so kind. Gayla says, enjoy your day. I will. It's foggy here. There's like fog everywhere in Morwell this morning, like just everywhere, like this thick pea soup type fog. It was around real early, and it was like super dense. Couldn't even see the street down the road or anything. It's crazy. And it's cold. It's like 4 degrees, or it was 4 degrees a few hours ago. Like 4 degrees. It's almost freezing. All right. Yeah, it'll clear a bit. It probably, if I go to the window, it may have already done so. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go have a shower and stuff. All right. Bye. I'll see you this afternoon. This afternoon after web sleuths. We'll do Aaron Patterson. Trial day 5. Day 5? Day 4? Day 5. Day 4. Day 4. All right. Good night. Good night. Good afternoon. Good morning. All of those above. All right. Bye.